So what I'm dealing with is I got a little bugaboo virus on my phone, and it's stopping my recording when an ad comes up. So I'm going to take this, and since this blister comes out, it's going to pick up some sky tone there too. But not much. I don't want to lose the white reflection and weight down the car. So since this is going to curl out, I've got this reflection here. And then we got the reflection back here, so that doesn't look bad. Let's get a little shading on the cockpit. Since the glass is blue and it's going to fade over just like this, I'm going to get a shade of the blue. There's the mirror right there. So I'm going to stop it. I'm using the side of the pencil, as you can see, getting a nice muted tone. Way cleaner than pastel, but pastel has its advantages. One of my teachers always told me, a pencil is just as good as pastel. Here's a new pastel stick. Right here. A pencil and a pastel are the same thing. The only thing with a pastel is you can get a wider surface. Smaller detail, you can do the same thing with a pencil. So, since my sketch is half the size of a normal newsprint sketch, because I'm used to working big, but a vellum pad that size is very expensive. So, I've got an abbreviated canvas here. So I'm just going to fade this down. And keep in mind, to keep things looking shiny, you put the white next to the dark. So I'm going to deepen this right here because it's going to roll over like that. So this is going to roll just a little bit to match that section line in the back. Okay, now I'm going to flip it over and see what it looks like. Not too bad. So now what I'm going to do is come back and hit the core in the dark color. So I'm just going to paint this area right here. And I'm going to deepen the core right as it curves over. See, there's my section line right there. So right as it curves over, this is not picking up the light from the horizon. It's picking up the sky tone over here. So it's telling you that the body is rolling and the glass is just singing along with it. So we're going to do that. This. We're going to deepen this. We're going to make that mirror set off a little bit. Like that. Get a little roll going here. Like that. Now, what I'll do is I'll come back in here and get a little shading going on the wheel. So everything looks happy. Everybody's happy here. We got the blues working together, bouncing off the oranges. Since this is a blister coming up, I'm just going to give you a little highlight of that. A little highlight of that. Each one of those blisters is going to pick up a little bit of the orange on the ground, so I'm going to come back with that in a minute. So, this is going to call out my shape. It's going to tell you that bulges in like that. Like that. So, like that. See, again, too much contrast here. So I'm just going to paint that thing and come back with the ellipse guide. We're going to sing that. Now, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get this blister here, a little bit of core to match that reflection. That way too. Now, something I used to do, and I just learned how to do it. Just learned to pay attention to it. I'm going to put an interior in the car. So basically what I'm going to do is sketch through to the other side, real lightweight. That's this mark here. I'm going to give it a little window in the back. Let's give it a little bit of definition here. Like that, like that. Give it a steering. Let's see, the steering wheel's going to be on this side. Yeah. Let's give it a double blister instrument panel. Keep in mind that you're going to see this very lightly. Give it a little steering wheel here. No autopilot on this baby. We're in full control here. A little shadow. Okay, not bad, not bad. Something's going on back there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shade this. Since the glass is blue, I'm going to shade this interior here where the headrest would be. And then shade the instrument panel. Now you're going to see more of the inside through the darker part of the glass, because this is where the white of the sky, the bright light, is going to reflect. So don't waste too much time over there on that, because you really wouldn't see it. You only see it in the darker areas of the glass. So I'm going to take this and just do that, like that. Just a little indication that the steering wheel is there, the headrest. Okay. A couple of things I got to do. Pick everything up that fell, and then I got to get some ellipses on this. Is that, hey, look at that, it's going to do it. I want to make that tire look as true as possible. So, I don't do the whole wheel in an ellipse. I just do the upper half and let it fade out. Like that. Here's my blue I found. How about that? I've been looking for that. Just picked it up by accident. Like that. So there. And what I'm going to do here, I put all my dark lines, my more bold lines, where I reach around. So since this is the wheel, it's got a cut in it for the tire. I'm going to make it sing just there. I'm going to come back with some black. Now, the edge on this side is not going to be that bold, because it's a corner, not a negative. So I may not do anything with the tire. Well, come to think of it, I already started. So let me backtrack on that. I got to do it. Let's say you could do a sketch where you just don't illustrate the tires at all. We automatically assume they're going to be black. So just save the marker and just say, hey, they're black or they're dark blue or whatever. We get a little ground line here. Little shadow mark. I'm going to cut in the vents. Because the vents are so far in the back, I'm going to do them in pencil. So, because they will be muted on the other side, and I'll just come back and hit just a little bit of the vent So you guys know, oh, that's what Roger means. That's the vent. So, here's the vent. Got to get those great vents up on the top too, these blister vents. Look like an alligator's eyebrows. About ready to eat you alive. Okay. And I got to get the other one on the other side. Again, because they're so far away from us, that may be all I need, and I'll just come back in and hit this area here with a black line. Maybe just shadow it a little bit. Then again down here. Then up through the area here. Let's give a little shadow under the mirror. And let's hit that mirror so it looks like a globe instead of a flat object there painted. So do that on the back side. Get a little kiss of that horizon over here on this side. Oh, while I'm at it, let me kiss a little sky right here. A little, maybe do it a little darker there. Let's see. Get that like that. There. Now, I'm going to come back and call out that mirror a little bit more. Make it nice and crisp. That. Get a little bit more tone in that reflection. Okay, now, for shut lines, I'm going to come back to the trusty rusty pen. Here it is right here. And I'm going to make these lines right here. Now I keep the line thin where the bright light is because the light would dissipate that. And I come back here and I make it dark right where the reflection is. And it would be right on the edge of that. So let's make the shut line encompass the whole fender. So let's put that right there like that. A little shut line coming across the fender. Let's get a little bolder line here. Now, headlights. They're fun. This one's going to be kind of behind it. See another problem. This doesn't look even enough, so we're going to make this like that on this side. So a headlight is a bulb. It's a cup with a lens on top of it and a bulb in the middle. So in a cup, it's going to be like a wheel. It's going to be the inverted. So it's going to have dark on the top, and it's going to have a dark spot on the bottom, which is a reflection of the top in the bottom. And I just broke my leg. Let's do the shorty like that. Now on a naked headlight, you're going to see the sky reflection in there, but you're also going to see the bulb. And I did have a thin black magic marker. Let's see if this is it. Yes, it is. I'm going to do the bulb. It could be a little square, and that's going to have a little reflection on it too. So there it is over there, and there it is in perspective over there. So, what I do on the front side, come back and hit just a little bit of it, like that. So you guys know it's a light. Here's the base of it, the bulb, and then here's the reflection in the parabolum, which is the inside of the light. And then I am going to come back and hit the, let's see, I didn't, and hit this on this side right here like that. So, again, looking at the car, I'm going to kiss this line here and make it a little bit more deep to match. This should be as deep as that. I want it to look like it's turning the corner to the hood. That little reflection going. Okay, now, I said I was going to do the wheels. Let me grab a gray marker. The center of the wheels is going to be aluminum. I'm going to do something a little fun. We're going to use the marker. Again, on the back side. Again, the horizon line comes through there, so everything below it, since this is a flat surface, it's going to be like this, the body side. It's not going to be inverted. So do that and do this. Then, what I'm going to do, so I'm going to grab a screen. This is a window screen. I'm going to lay it underneath, maybe at a diagonal. I'm going to take some black, or it could do blue or orange. Let's do orange. That'd be cool. Take the orange and just scrub it in the horizon. Just like I'm shading, but I'm adding a texture to it. Then I'm going to texture this, or shade this up here. This is pretty much going to be like the body side. It's going to have a little shadow up here. And this is going to be the horizon in the wheel. Now I'm going to come back and do the back one. Just a little kiss of it. Like that. This is something else I need. On the back, I want the wheel arch to be a little bit more pronounced than what it is. It's ghosted in too much. So I'm going to take this and just hold it there and just put a light wispy line on it. Like that. Give it a little curl like it's going over the back of the back tire. And I'll see a little bit of a, give the rear a little dimension because it's going to, this well right here is going to pick up that. Going to flip it over and give your eye a little candy back there. Like that. Now, basically what I want to do now is put a little horizon line on it, or a little, add a little bit of doodad here. Maybe this is a part line, not the windshield brake. It's a part line. Maybe the windshield brake is up here. We're kind of cheating it a little bit. The glass engineering guy didn't want us to do anything that low. So this is that's a little pop-up. Now, hold on one second. I will be back with my